unvaccinated Americans is this. What more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient. The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. Your refusal has been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. So please do the right thing. But just don't take it from me. Listen to the voices of unvaccinated Americans who are lying in hospital beds, taking their final breath saying, if only I'd gotten vaccinated. If only. It's a tragedy. Please don't let it become yours.
Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakatham, to the hopefully elect, and you heard it yourself, man. Hey, man, if they're getting patient with those that don't want to comply with the beast system, then what do you think is going to come next, man? You know, and even Trump, and it's funny because different places like I think a brother had brought it out there in Missouri, if I'm not mistaken, how the police chief and like almost the whole police force, they walked out, you know, and that's actually been happening to an extent on different levels in other places where, you know, you got a lot of these guys in the police force, they're actually quitting, man. They're leaving, you know, because with these mandates and whatnot, you know, and a lot of these guys, man, they feel like they're violating rights, so to say. You know, they don't want to comply with these, you know, those type of orders or whatnot, and even more so the military. You know, here it is. They're getting ready to mandate. They're getting ready to court-martial people that are in the military and whatnot, and they don't want to comply with the mandates of, you know, taking this Vanessa. You know, video is brothers are doing videos on it already. I might do one if the spirit hops on me. On how, again, basically, you know, people in the military, they're basically walking out, man. They're saying to hell with this shit, man. You know, because they don't want to take that Vanessa. You know, and I was gonna make the point that even Trump, when he was in office, he talked about how dealing with the whole Operation Speed, how they were going to, you know, dish out these, you know, the Vanessa and whatnot, and he said it by way of the military, and you know, it's not looking like it's going to be the what do you call it, the Americans military, but foreign troops, man. It's looking like, you know, that's a possibility, because we don't understand, one way or the other, the foreign troops, they are going to make their way here to the streets of America. A lot of them are already here. You know, you look up something called sleeper cells. You know, a lot of them have already set up shop here, and they're just appearing to live the life of, you know, like an average American citizen or whatnot. But again, when they get the green light, man, hey, it's going to be all go from there. You know, but again, them getting impatient with those that don't want to comply with the beast. What do you think is going to come next? What do you think is going to come after? You know, so you see, man, this stage is being set. It's like I said this before in a previous video, man. It's like a domino effect, man. It's just, you know, it's like the pieces are just coming together more and more. You know, able to see this picture more and more. You know, but basically, man, like it says here in Revelation 12 and 12, man. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, because, hey, when Esau drops a hammer, you know, you people are in trouble, man. And I say you people because, hey, Lord's will found worthy were of the elect. the redeemed of the Lord, those that was already predestined to make it, they're going to be all right, man. Somehow, some way, shape, form, and fashion, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to make a way for them to escape the danger, the trouble. And that's what it means when you read in Isaiah 59:19, and it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, it says the Lord shall lift up a standard. All right, that's what that standard goes into, a way to escape the trouble, the danger. All right, and that's where just mentioned this in a previous video, how you can expect spiritual powers and divine interventions and things like that to be happening on our behalf if we believe. So again, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, because again, these people are in trouble. See, that's the difference, because again, we're coming into that time, of Jacob's trouble, man. All hell's getting ready to break loose. But the difference between the believers and the unbelievers, like I said, the believers, they're going to be all right. To the saints, to the redeemed, they're going to be taken care of. But to these people, they're in trouble, all right? So this woe was for them, all right? It says, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. Not just, some petty anger. No, man, it says great wrath. And, this is an example of that, where this guy's talking about getting impatient. The patient is wearing thin with those that don't want to comply with the beast. Because basically, a lot of people do believe that the Vanessa is the revelation, the prophecy in Revelation 13, 16, and 17. All right. Which is not, but it ties in, because when you read on down, I think it's verse 18, it talks about the 666, the number of the beast is 666. The high size stigma, all right? And you got the high, and then you got the Zai, which goes into basically, like when you look up the symbol of it, all right, it kind of looks like a serpent. I'm put it like this. It looks like the symbol that they use for the medical field, the medical system or whatnot, the serpent with the cross, all right, and understanding that. That's why it says, for a matter of fact, I'm right here, I'm gonna read it real quick in Revelation 13, 16, and verse 18. It says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And again, it's no coincidence, because like with Joe Biden, his 6-point plan or whatever to tackle this virus, this pandemic or whatnot, everything evolves around 6. When it comes to Esau, 6 feet apart, 6 feet social distancing, and all that stuff. Dealing with the booster shots. All right, you got to get a new. You got to take that Vanessa every 6 months. So this is the number of that man who is being revealed, like the scriptures say. All right. But again, when you go into the 300, when you go into his the 666, excuse me. All right. The high size stigma. Again, that's why I read the first part. It says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding. All right, because again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we've been given an understanding, man. This is basically John, the Revelator, speaking in code to the elect. All right, and again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we've been given an understanding. All right, to know, deeper in what this is talking about. Because again, going into the Zai, the high size stigma, the Zai. All right. Which again, when you look at the symbol, the Greek, and it's also no coincidence. A brother had brought this out. It's no coincidence. They've been, a lot of these variants have been, given, Greek numbers and whatnot. Because when you go into the Greek, the Zai, again, it looks like the serpent with the the staff or whatnot. Understanding that again, somehow they're going to tie this in via the medical field. When you go into the Greek god of Asclepius, all right, or the Greek god of medicine, so to say, all right. Again, it's going to be tied into they're going to tie this in some way, shape, form, or fashion by way of the medical system, you know. So going back to the whole Vanessa, like I said, you know, said all that to say, because again, this isn't necessarily the prophecy that it's talking about. You know, this isn't the actual, you know what, but it ties in to the beast. All right, because Revelation 13 chapter talks about it. This whole chapter talks about the beast system, you know, being set up or whatnot. And you know, again, these things it's playing out, man. You know, it's playing out before our very eyes. You know, but again, so that's why I say anyone that doesn't comply with the beast, because again, partaking in that, you know, Vanessa, you know, it's basically tying you into, you know, because the Apostle Gabar, he said this. The video I was watching, he said this, man, and I'm glad he said this because I made this statement a while ago, and you know, I just didn't know if I was, you know, 100% correct on it, but I'm glad the Apostle said it because it just further, you know, lets me know that, you know, wasn't going off or anything. But the Apostle Gabar said this, how this dealing with this Vanessa, all right, those things, man, is basically it's prepping your body to, you know, accept the charagma, the actual, you know, well, the charagma, you know, those Vanessas, man, they're prepping your body, you know, setting your body up to, you know, get the charagma, you know. So, again, dealing with the Vanessa is a part of the beast system, and it, you know, Esau, he's setting it up in his laws and his legislations, his unrighteous decrees and whatnot, to where, hey, if you don't take this thing, then, you know, you can, you know, because the prophecy states, man, you know, if you don't take this, you could be killed, man. And that's what he's setting it up to. Because I also just mentioned just in another video, man, the hypocrisy in Esau. Here it is. They're talking about fighting this virus together and whatnot, right? You know, but on the other hand, they're pointing the blame at those that don't want to take the Vanessa, you know. So it's like, you know, it doesn't make sense. Here it is. You want us to come together and whatnot, but you're pointing the finger at those that don't want to partake in this, you know. So just to show, you know, the hypocrisy of these people, you know. But nevertheless, man, again, what do you think comes next, man? Again, I just read the devil get. Matter of fact, we'll go back to that. I didn't. Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath." So, like I was saying before, it's not just some little petty dispute. You know, I'm upset. No, man. It said great wrath. You got to pay attention to the what's the term? Adjectives, if that's the word. You know, you got to pay attention to how words are, you know, being said, man, and how words are described. It said great wrath. You see, man. Because this is the same devil that's, when you read in 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, it talks about the burning wrath of a great multitude, the burning wrath of a great multitude, and how they're going to be spoiling houses, man, you know. Because, hey, sooner or later, man, it's going to get, it's like we've been telling you, man, it's only going to get worse out here, man. These things are going to continue to boil over more and more. So right now, you know, they're making it with the mandates, you know, dealing with certain businesses and stuff like that. But soon, hey, you're going to see troops out here, man. Military troops, foreign troops, going door to door, you know, checking papers. You know, certain cities are going to be shut off. It's you know, it's going to be some shit out of a movie, man. You know. So, again, this is the devil that's getting ready to come down with that great wrath. This is what comes next. The flood that I just quoted in Isaiah 59:19, man. This is what comes next. But reading on, it says, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So, again, man, you know, we're at the end of Esau's kingdom. This is why things are ramping up, you know, because, yeah, man, you know, just like I got there's another video on my mind that I watched earlier today dealing with, let me not jump the gun on that, you know, because again, the internet, I'm gonna just say it like this: the internet is basically, because when the scriptures talk about how the man of sin being revealed, all right, One of those ways how Esau has been revealed to be the devil is by way of the internet. And this is why they're getting ready to do away with the internet. You know, because all this information has been coming out, Esau being exposed, so on and so forth. All right. You know, but again, I don't want to jump the gun on that. Again, Lord's will, another video if the spirit jumps on me. But nevertheless, this is the devil getting ready to come down with that great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. All right. People, for the most part, like Jake, they don't know shit, man. They're just lost in the sauce. But a lot of these average Edomites out here, man, they know that this whole crisis, all right, it's been nothing but a ploy for them to usher in the NWO, so on and so forth. You know, a lot of these Edomites, these regular Edomites out here, they know this. They see it. So you see, you know, going back to, hey, the kingdom divided against itself. How can Satan cast out Satan? Right? The kingdom divided against itself, it shall fall, man. You know. But I'm going to read this in Psalm 124 and verse, let's start at verse 1. It says, if it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say. And again, because, hey, the difference between the saints, all right, the redeemed, and, you know, everyone else, all right, the saints, man, they're going to be taken care of. They got nothing to worry about. So that's why, again, it says, if it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say. If it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, when men rose up against us, right? Because, again, you know, those that don't want to comply, hey, expect doors to be kicked in, guns blazing. This is not so far-fetched in the not so near or not so distant future, man. This is what's getting ready to happen. It says, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. All right. He was talking about the devil that's getting ready to come down with that great wrath. Anything to, because, you know, right now they're trying to sweet talk you people. Mentioned before how dealing with their enchantments, their witchcraft is at an all-time high, but that's not working, you know, for the most part, you know. So eventually it's just going to get to the point where they just say the hell with it. They're going to show the true colors. Esau, hey, man, he's just going to show his true colors, you know, and he's just going to, you know, reveal himself because, you know, all the clues are there. Esau is the devil that the scriptures talk about, you know, but you still got a lot of people that don't believe that Esau is the devil. But, hey, in that day, when that time comes, people are going to realize that these people are surely, man, these are those, you know, this is that man of sin, man. You know, the son of perdition. These are those people, man. They're going to find that out soon in that time. There won't be no question about it then. So it says, verse 4, it says, then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. And who's this water talking about? Like I quoted Isaiah 59:19. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. All right. And they're getting ready to come in like a flood, man. It's not going to be a thing of, you know, coming in stages. You see, when water comes rushing in, it just comes rushing in, man. You know, and whatever's going on, whatever you got going on, you're just going to get caught up in whatever you got going on, man. There's no time to prep or prepare or none. In a lot of cases, you won't even have time to run away. You don't have time to escape. And that's why the standard is going to be lifted. All right. And you know, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to prevent a way. He's going to make a way for brothers to escape. You know, because like I said, when like if you watch videos, man, the tsunamis and stuff, them people, a lot of people, they don't even have time to run away, man, because the water is coming in so quick. Like in movies, man, you know, a lot of times, like when they show it in the movies, man, you got all these people running and whatnot. You got this big ass roadway coming in. You know, you got people running and whatnot, but there's like people that are just standing there, just waiting to get swept up because they know, man, it's nowhere to go. You're not going to outrun this, you know. So hey, you know, that's why again, Yahweh Shema Shah, he's going to make a way for brothers to escape. But verse 4 again, then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul, and you know, hey, they're definitely going to overwhelm us. Again, prepare for more lockdowns. The elder apostle Ramlab did a video. I didn't watch it yet, but he titled it "From Lockdowns to Being Locked Out" or something like that. You know, so basically prepare for more restrictions, more draconian measures to be taken in, you know, to be put into place to get you people, to force you people into, you know, bound down to this beast. All right. Verse 5, it says, then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be Yahweh who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Because again, The difference, hey, the Lord's going to deliver us. He's going to make a way for us to escape, right? You know, but these proud waters, man, they're getting ready to make their moves, man. They're getting ready to come down with that great wrath, you know. And I'm gonna read this real quick because, you know, just me personally, I you know, speak a lot about the destruction and whatnot, you know, the judgment and you know, all the bad things, so to say. But you don't often enough get into, you know, how about Shema Shai, he's going to take care of his elect, man. He's going to take care of his people, those that were faithful to him, those that are loyal to him and whatnot, man. The Lord's going to take care of his people, right? So I'm going to read this here in Psalm 107, I start at verse 1. It says, "Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Let the redeemed of Yahweh say so, who he hath redeemed from the hand of the enemy." So you see, those that are redeemed, those that were already predestined to make it from the very beginning, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to take care of them. You know, they got nothing to worry about, you know. So again, let the redeemed of Yahweh say so, whom he hath redeemed from the hand of the enemy. So you see, the Lord is going to deliver us from the hand of the enemy, from this flood. All right, he's going to make a way for us to escape and to make it. You know, and you know, you got to believe it, man, because again, when it's all said and done and it really gets bad out here, you know, hey, even Yahweh Shai, he had his moment of doubt when he was on that cross, man. He was like, you know, hey, I can't even put into words, man. I can't even imagine what the Lord went through when he was on a cross, and, you know, and he said that prayer, and, you know, he had that moment of doubt that the Heavenly Father wasn't dealing with him no more, but he still held on to his faith, man, until the very end. Our Lord still maintained his faith. For a split second, he thought the Lord stopped dealing with him, you know, and it's going to be like that for a lot of us. But if we hold on to our faith, man, then, hey, the Lord is going to come through as he always does, you know. So hopefully this was uplifting, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Shema Shai Brakathum to the hopefully elect. Until next time, Lord's will, Shalom.